now we're going to handle a standard residential contract for sale and purchase. We put our names in, buyers and sellers' names complete with the middle initials if they have them. Some people don't, and that's okay. And so again, just put it in the way that it's shown, and or the way the listing agent tells you to put it in. Put the property address in. We know it's in Manatee County. Property ID. You got to have those things. You've got to have the real property description, the legal. And again, that's where it's important to attach a copy of the MLS form, because it should have that on there as well. And if not, that's what we are saying that we're buying. Personal property, again, I'm going to try for all existing appliances. And if they try and exclude any, that's okay. It's a negotiation. Anything else, contributory value? No. Lenders hate it when we put furniture in there. So let's go to purchase price. We're buying this one for $500,000. Oh, 500,003. Initial deposit. These folks are saying, nope, these folks are going to say $1,000. Because you can put in any number here that you want to and get a deal together. It does not accompany. We're going to do within 3 days. And to whoever the, again, escrow agent is on this one, the folks are offering them full asking price. So we're going to come at it a little bit differently. We need to put in the address and things like that also. And you want to put in their phone number, their email, their fax. Fill this in. Do your job. Complete it. Additional deposit to be delivered to the escrow within 10 days. Put 10. And that's going to be our inspection period as well. After inspection period, we're going to give them 20,000. Okay. And this is going to be a cash transaction. So 0 and 0 and balance. Of course, we all love cash transactions when they come together. And time for acceptance, we're giving them till tomorrow. 1 day. That's it. And we're gonna push them to a time period of 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Okay. And then we're going to roll on to the next portion. The closing shall occur. This one can close. We want to close it within 14 days because we need to move because of work, and we need to be in that house now, and my family needs to be here with me. So that's what we're going to tell them. And folks will jump and move when deals like this are coming together. Property subject to lease, nope. And this one's going to say may assign but not be released because we're still not certain if it's going to be in our trust or not. Cash transaction, no financing contingency. Everything else on that page remains blank. Keep going. Stop. Here's where it gets interesting. You've had your inspections done, and or before you have your inspections, you need to plan on, hey, this house needs work, it doesn't need work. So right here, this one ties people in more than an as-is contract. So if it's left blank, it's 1.5%. Why not put 1.5% in? Make them argue with you. Again, you're offering them full asking price, and say, hey, we want to make sure there aren't any problems, and that's why this is here. If there is a problem, the seller could pay up to 4.5% of the purchase price towards those repairs. Keep rocking. Title evidence going to be within 15 days because it's just, nope, 15.
5 is cash.
Ah, look at that. Okay. So read your docs. Always put 15. Sell.
Yeah, right here. Left blank then 15 or paragraph 8A
Yeah.
is cash.
Yeah. There you go. Good job, Leah. We'll get through these things together. Seller shall designate closing agent. We're going to make the seller pick and pay, even though we put in our company that we like to hold escrow. That's fine. Just because it's being closed at one place doesn't mean escrow needs to be held there. Warranty. We want a warranty and we want the seller to pay for it. And it's going to be determined on who. And it's going to be $750 max, not to exceed. And of course, I usually do put a name in for the home warranty, especially if these things are coming in that fast. Seller shall pay installments due prior to closing. That's it. Buyer will pick up after that. And flood zone. This one isn't a flood zone, so we're going to have to inspect it and find out the details on it quickly and make sure we can get our flood insurances. So keep going. That's good. 20 days. It's like we're gonna push them down 14 days.
14.
There you go, Leah. I know. So we're just going past that date, and somebody else would call that too. actually a closing attorney that most realtors don't. Inspection period. You know, we're closing in 14 days. We're going to say, hey, we need 7 days to do our inspections. So yeah, we could still bail within that time period, but it's just 7 days. And if they try and tighten us up, we'll just have to see whose inspector could get out there, and is it reasonable? Again, these are all standard FAR/BAR written contract items here. We're not filling in anything other than having our buyer initial every page, right? Now, here, it is in a homeowners association again, and it's cash, so we're going to do an appraisal contingency. It has to appraise, and that gives you the biggest out you can get. And we're still going to ask for the seller's disclosures as other. And we're not saying right to inspect and cancel because we're asking for repair items if needed. Additional terms, we don't have any. We want the property. And that is it for this type contract with an all cash. Again, we're going to put in our name, and there's no issue here with, again, putting down that it's this one's only paying 2% minus 195. These schmucks aren't paying much, and it's frustrating. No, it's just if a listing agent can't negotiate their own fees, you ought to be able to negotiate. And just because they're offering 2% minus 295 doesn't mean you can't call that agent and negotiate that. Just because it's in there doesn't stop you from calling them and going, look, you're only paying 2%. Can't you pay your own 295 transaction fee, whatever it may be? So expect that if you're the listing agent. That's it. We have a contract or an offer. We have a purchase offer that we are sending over to attempt to get executed. Somebody might just take this offer because it's all cash and it's done.